Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Africa Sports in the Ivory Coast. Today is a very, very big day. It's a huge milestone. We have a player in the Ivory Coast squad. We've done it. We have got a player in the proper Ivory Coast squad. I also don't know who we're playing in the Champions League because it's not happened yet, but you know because I've probably put it in the thumbnail. There you see it. There you see it. The Ivory Coast national side has Basilia Logan called up to the first team. He's obviously not going to play because he's a striker, and Nicolas Pepe exists, and Nicolas Pepe he's a little bit better. Only a small amount, but he's a little bit better. They've also got Wilfried Zaha, who he's a little bit better. So Logan's probably not going to play, but the fact that he's there that's a pretty big deal for me. Anyway, because we've started this episode off randomly before we've even got the Champions League draw, I guess we'll come back for that in a minute, maybe? Right, we are back then for the Champions League draw for the group stages. Just in case you're wondering, the Ivory Coast game, Basilia Logan didn't come off the bench, but he was there. He was still there. He's still got a chance. Apparently, they're also playing today on the 12th. He might play in that game as well, but I seriously doubt it. Champions League draw, though, is why we are here. I don't think there are any seeds. No, there are not. So I guess we will just kind of go through. We're in Group D, which means we avoid our previous opponents, Al Ali. I don't know whether Stade Abidjan can be in our group or not, so that could be interesting. Tunis, we have played ES Tunis before. Stade Abidjan go in Group A. Young Africans of Tanzania, okay. We've also got Raja Casablanca. Oh, I mean, I feel like we've played pretty much all of these sides before. In fact, we've played 2 of the 3 sides in our group. It is only Simba from Tanzania that we haven't played. And I think with that in mind, I might try and fly through this season fairly quickly because obviously we know roughly when the next Football Manager game will be released. It's going to be, I think it's the 24th of November, which means the beta game or beta, whatever you want to say, is going to come out sort of mid-November time, which means we've basically got until mid-November. So we need to try and get a wriggle on because we've got about a month to do as much as we possibly can in this save. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to do 2 Champions League games, and that's going to be the entire group done. That's the plan. It might take me a few days to record this episode. So this is a bit of a weird video, isn't it? Because we've got such a huge gap until the Champions League, I've been playing now for a reasonable amount of time. I've been using instant result, and obviously that makes it go a little bit quicker, but we're still taking a bit of time to get through things. So I just wanted to kind of stop in the middle, give you a little rundown. We've won everything. We almost went out of the FA Cup in the 3rd round, but we went through on penalties. Musu FC gave us a very good challenge. We are just dominating absolutely everything. What we're going to do in this episode, we're going to come back for the Raja Casablanca game, which is the 2nd group game, and we're also going to have the January transfer window, and we're also going to have Simba from Tanzania as well. So, like I said, we're getting through this season, and probably future seasons. They're going to be quick. That's the plan. So I'll see you in just a second. We'll have another rundown of some more fixtures and then play a football match. Right, we are back. More things have happened. We are on the 27th of December. Happy Christmas in the year 2022. We have the transfer window open and Basilia Logan might be leaving the club. But he's also picked up an injury for 4 weeks, which means he might not pass a fitness test. I don't know what's going to happen. So, yeah, in the league, we've 100%. We've won 12 out of 12. I think we've won the league. I don't know how much points mathematically we need, but I think we're going to win the league. We're also basically still in every cup competition, and we started off the Champions League exceptionally well with a 5-0 victory against ES Tunis. We're going to go away from home against Raja Casablanca in just a moment, but because the transfer window was open, let's have a quick chat about Basilia Logan. So he's good. Obviously, we know he's good. He's now 18 years old. He'll be 19 in a couple of months' time. He is wanted by a lot of teams. He's wanted by a couple of teams in France. Actually, 4 teams in France. 4 teams in China, sorry, and a couple of teams in France in Nancy and Angers. Obviously, China is probably where I want him to go because his value is going to be extortionate. We can get a lot of money out of them from China But I think if he goes to France, he's more likely to actually just develop into a better footballer and then maybe move to maybe England, possibly one of the bigger teams in France, something like that as years go by. Ideally, I don't want to sell him. However, he also doesn't want to sign a new contract, so we might need to sell him. He's got a year and 6 months left. It's not the best thing to happen about Basilia Logan, but we might be able to convince him in the summer. We've made a new signing. He's cost £25. It's not a huge amount of money. Herman Acker has signed. He was out of contract, apparently. I don't know how he was out of contract, but he came up on my scout report. I looked at it and went, he's all right at the moment. He's got 4.5-star potential. We'll bring him in. Acker's joined. He's probably going to sit in the under-21s. We can also sign Pierre Ballot. I mean, this is what happens. Other teams make bids for my players, so I go, sure, I'll match it. I suppose we should probably play some matches in this episode as well then. It is match number 1. This feels like it's going to be about 45 minutes long. It is Raja Casablanca in the Champions League. We played them last season. We beat them both times last season. I can't even remember how comfortably we beat them. I think we beat them 6-2 if I remember correctly. So yeah, it should be another easy victory. And if we can beat them comfortably, I'm pretty sure we're going through the group. We've already beaten ES Tunis 5-0. The starting lineup then will be Christian Drogba in goal, Kupstad, Kouyaté, Karoma and Mayeri as our back four, with Dossachorno, Itim and Zazua in the middle. It's going to be Fonseca and Alozi as the wingers, and Brahima Utara will be the striker today because Basilia Logan is currently out injured. Basically, this is our squad. This is what we've been playing for the majority of the season. There's been the odd rearranging in midfield with Inza Diabate coming in when fitness things happen. But yeah, and Basilia Logan obviously is our usual main striker. So we're already top of our group on goal difference by 3 clear goals ahead of Raja Casablanca, who I guess they must have beat Simba from Tanzania 2-0. It's an Alozi corner early on in the match towards the back post. Abubakar Kouyaté is there. Didn't look like he knew too much about it. Doesn't matter. It's 1-0. Corner for Alozi on the right-hand side. Now Kouyaté is there once again. This time heads it clean over the bar. Last time we played Raja Casablanca, didn't Traore score a hat-trick, the defender? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. We've got a corner with Alozi again. Lots and lots of corners. It's Kouyaté at the back post. Can't win his header. And now Casablanca can possibly break running forward with the ball. It's 2-on-3. It's now 1-on-1 really. Goes for goal straight into the hands of the Italian and Ivorian goalkeeper. Well, it's certainly no 5-0 like we did against Tunis, but we're still winning. It's going to be 1-0 at half-time. We are looking all right. Defensively, actually, we're playing really well. We're having a decent amount of shots, not a huge amount of highlights. Let's just get Godfrey to do that. Carry on straight into the second half. We probably need to bring Fonseca off because he is on a 6.5, so he's clearly not performing particularly well. Same with Utara on a 6.6. It's a free kick to Casablanca towards the penalty spot. A header clear from our goal scorer. Utara can run forward with the ball. Lots and lots of checked shirts. Brahima Utara is going to keep going it alone. He has gone it alone. Probably wasn't the best plan. It's a corner. It's a good save from the keeper. I do want to do a substitution or two in just a moment, but we'll wait for Alozi's corner to come in towards the back post. It's a header down. It's a header clear. Zazua's going to collect it though. So Alozi has it again. The highlight is still alive. Tries to cross it. Hits the first man. Pacome Zazua collects. Is he going to cross it in? He does. He also hits the first man. Why don't people think? Don't people think, you know what? Maybe I should try and get round the player first before kicking the ball at them. Right, we're going to do Fonseca off for Drissa. Sure. Utara off for Sidibe, who I don't think has ever played for us. He hasn't. He might do all right. He might have actually played in the Champions League last season. That's what we're going to go for. We are a little bit threadbare when it comes to the players available. We've had a bit of an injury problem, and obviously with Logan being out injured, Utara is our only backup striker, apart from a bunch of children, which Utara is also a child. Is this highlight anything? Alozi has it on the left. He's got 2 in the middle. He's going to cut inside. Alozi, deflected effort, or blocked effort, should I say, concedes a corner. So is it Alozi going over to take it? It's not. I don't know who it was. It didn't matter. I'd like to get a second goal here. I really would like to get a second goal. There is a throw for Raja Casablanca. Alozi's not going to get there. The throw taker has it once again, tries to cross it in, hits Alozi. Cross comes in now. Zazua heads clear. Drissa is going to get on the end of this. Drissa hasn't played a lot of football for us either. Finds Sidibe on the left-hand side. The two substitutes combining. Sidibe cuts inside, goes for goal. Not the best effort from the youngster, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Right, final sub. We're going to do Bamba coming on for Alozi because Bamba, basically, he's decent enough. He needs some games. Alozi's looking uninterested. I want a second goal. It's worrying. We had 23 shots and only scored 1 goal. Back post is Bamba. The ball might find its way across the line. It has. I'm not sure how that's... I mean, it was a weird goal. It certainly was a weird goal. I'll take it. I'll take it every day of the week. Highlights straight after the goal as well. So Casablanca have the ball at the moment, but hopefully, there it is. I was going to say, hopefully they just give it away to us and we can come forward. Mayeri, long ball with his left foot towards the strikers. It wasn't actually towards any strikers, was it? Zazua, he's going to hold the play up. Eat him. Dossachorno, left-hand side is Koopstad. Dossachorno, by the way, might also be going to China, apparently, because a few Chinese teams have suddenly plucked up a bit of an interest in him. Dossachorno, right-hand side is Drisikofi. Lovely control from the substitute and lovely finish as well. It's 3-0 away from home against Raja Casablanca. Pretty sure we're going through the group stages of the Champions League. And if we don't, I'd be very surprised at this point. We've had 27 shots, 15 on target, still 10 minutes to play. Mayeri to Zazua, back to Mayeri, the right back, who probably needs to come off, but we've used all of our substitutions. Dossachorno, Coffee, Dossachorno again, plays it across. Joseph Itim is there, and Joseph Itim, the Nigerian midfielder, makes it 4-0, his third of the season. It's another ridiculous result, isn't it? It's another big victory. Still time for potentially goal number 5. Koopstad, Coffee's there. He's hit the underside of the bar. The ball is cleared by Raja Casablanca. That was very unlucky from Coffee. He's come off the bench and he's had an absolute blinder. Dossachorno with a free kick. Sidibe's at the back post. It's gone over everybody. Coffee collects it. And Gar with a tackle from behind, but it doesn't matter. Coffee is there, gets his shot away. Coffee's making a name for himself. It's a 4-0 victory then against Raja Casablanca. We've scored 9 goals in 2 games in this Champions League group. Starting to think we are developing into a very good side as long as we can keep hold of our main players, the big name players, the Dossachornos, the Zazuas. Zazua is one of those players. He does really, really well for us. If we can keep hold of him, Joseph Itim, even Alozi, players like that. There's a lot of players that might end up leaving though because, you know, they'll get a lot more money playing in France. So one thing I haven't paid attention to is how Stade Abidjan are doing. They have lost against Al Ali, but that doesn't really tell the whole story. No, it does not. They have beaten Al Hilal Omdurman, the guys from Sudan. Those one. They've beaten those. So they are in with a decent shout to get through to the next round. That is very good news for the Ivory Coast as a country. Right then, I guess what we do now is we go all the way through to that game. It's a long way. We've now got another basically 2 months worth of football. I'll be back probably at the end of the transfer window because I don't know when that's going to be, just to kind of clear up any transfers that might take place. I am expecting at least one big name player to leave the club. Not expecting anybody to join, partially because I haven't really looked. I'll see you in a minute. Well, it's happened. We have sold 2 of our best players. We've picked up about £1.25 million, but both of them have a 50% sell-on clause in there, which I'm kind of hoping pays off within the next few years, because I think they're going to be good, and we were never going to keep hold of them. So, yes, you can see we have done a fair bit of business. We have sold our former number 1 goalkeeper Gabane to FC San Pedro, basically keeping him in the Ivory Coast, which is good. He's probably not good enough to play too much football anyway. We've loaned out a youngster called Marcel Coffee. We've sold Moussa Dossachorno to GZ R&F, who I'm not quite sure who they are, but yes, that is where he has gone. He's gone to China. He's now worth £2 million, but like I said, we do have that 50% sell-on in there for Dossachorno. This annoyed quite a lot of the players. And then also selling Basilia Logan to China for £500,000 annoyed the rest of them. So we have kind of got a bit of an annoyed squad on our hands. Logan went for £500,000, but he does again have that 50% sell-on. So hopefully he can get some games playing in China. Maybe he can even get some international caps. That'll be good. And the one signing really that we've made that I want to talk about is Mohamed Latte Lath from Musu FC for £100,000. It's probably a bit too much money for his current ability. However, I'm paying full potential. He is just 16 years old. He is the Basilia Logan replacement. And because we only have 2 strikers in our squad, Latte Lath being one of them, he's probably going to play a fair amount of football for us. And I don't think he was expecting that when he joined. Obviously, we've been playing matches as well. We ended off there, didn't we? So in January, we've won everything, apart from a 0-0 draw against ASEC Mimosas. It is our first non-victory all season. We had 36 games in a row where we won. I think it might have even been 37 games in a row. We are obviously still top of the league by a country mile. In fact, it's not actually that much, is it? Ahead of ASEC Mimosas. We are, what is that? That is only 8 points. It's only 8 points clear of second place, and they're 8 points clear of third place. So even though we've won 15 games, we've still not tied up the league anywhere near as soon as I'd like. Anyway, we've still got to go through basically most of February, so we'll be back in a minute for the Simba game in Tanzania. It is in Tanzania. Yes, it is. And hopefully we've qualified for the next knockout round. It's now February. We are flying through this season. Flying through the season so much that we are potentially one win away from winning the Ivorian Premier Division. That's not why we are back though. We are back because we are playing Simba from Tanzania in the African Champions League. And I'm pretty sure if we beat them, we also go through into the quarterfinals, I think it is. So since we last checked in, which was after the Stade Abidjan game, I believe we have won everything apart from a 0-0 draw in the Champions League against ES Tunis, which I am not surprised about because they're actually quite good. I just think we got really lucky when we played them first time round and absolutely smashed them 5-0. And a very brief bit of transfer business. Inza Diabate has left the club because he was throwing all of his toys out of the pram. He has signed for Salal of Qatar, and it has cost £250,000, which actually isn't a bad amount of money for somebody who's in, I think early 30s. He's 31. He's 30 years old, will be 31 before the end of the season. So we got a bit of cash. Right then, let's play our 5th game in our Champions League against Simba of Tanzania, a team that we have never played on camera before. We played them once already this season, and I think we beat them 5-0, 4-0. What was it? 1-0. We beat them 1-0, apparently. They actually put up the biggest fight. The starting lineup then in Tanzania will be Christian Drogba in goal. Jimo, Traore, Kouyaté and Mayeri will be the back four because basically we've got some internationals, we've got some injuries, we've got various bits of problems going on in our defence. It's going to be Kisidou as the defensive midfielder. He is replacing Dotta Shorno, trying to play him as much as possible. Itim and Zazu will be the central midfielders with Fonseca and Alozi on the wing. And Latte Lath will be our striker. He's yet to score for us. I'm hoping today's the day. I'm not going to lie, this episode has taken me like an hour and a half to film. Most of them take about 30 minutes. So, yeah, it feels like I've been sat in this chair for a very long time. We've got 6 minutes on the clock, and Simba are coming forward with the ball. Lots of space, actually, on that right-hand side. Thabit can pass. Can he get past? He can't get past Jimo. Jimo steals the ball away, and now Alozi runs over the halfway line, keeps going direct towards goal. He's ran a long way. Alozi goes for a long-range effort. Not the best. And it's over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick. I'd love Latte Lath to get a goal in this game. I absolutely love it if he could do that. Alozi with the free kick towards Kouyaté in the middle. And Kouyaté's headed effort goes over the bar. We get a lot of those chances. And if our central defenders can actually, put them on target, we should probably score most of them. 15 minutes, 16 minutes on the clock. Mayeri back to Kouyaté. Rolls the ball across to Traore. Forward is Alozi. Left-hand side. Jimo's going to make a run. No, he doesn't bother. Jimo's not fast enough to really do the overlap, is he? He does eventually get the ball. In the middle is Pacome Zazua. Right-hand side of Mayeri. He's making a run. Plays it straight to his feet, though, not in front of him. Backwards. It's gone all the way back to Kisidou. Now Zazua. Mayeri has lots of space. Alozi heads the ball back to Jimo. He's played it forward. Back to Jimo once again. Edge of the penalty area. Crosses the ball in. Back post is Fonseca. And his 22nd goal of the season makes it 1-0. And if everything stays this way, we are qualifying for the first knockout round. Mayeri's throw is forward to the young striker. He's only 16 years old, so I'm not surprised he's struggling at the moment. Mayeri chests the ball down and can run into the right-hand side. Crosses the ball. Alozi's there, and the little Nigerian's headed effort hits the top of the bar and goes over. Chance possibly for Simba. Right-hand side. Plays it back to Makuda. This man's got a long name, so we're not even going to try it. Kisidou's there, trying to close him down. Zayn is at the back post, or Zana is at the back post. Drogba makes a bit of a television save to keep that one from going out. The highlight is carrying on, so something is coming from this, and we are building from the back. Kouyaté's running down that right-hand side. He's a centre-back. I don't want him to do too much running, if we can help it. Fonseca plays it towards Itim in the middle, who was a bit annoyed because I didn't sell him. He wanted to get sold in January. I said no. Alozi's effort is straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. It's still 1-0. And it stays 1-0 at half-time. Elsewhere, Stade Abidjan are losing 1-0 against Al Ali. Stade Abidjan might get themselves through into the next round. If they can get, I think, 3 more points from either this game or their final match, then they should find themselves getting through. But at the moment, they are struggling. I mean, I'm going to hopefully... There we go, that's not a bad bit of team talk. Hopefully, we can get ourselves a second or third goal in this game, because we should batter them. They're not very good. It's going to be a corner. It's our corner. That's good to see. It's going to be Alozi stepping up to take it with his right foot. Back post is Traore. Traore's headed effort goes over the bar. He scored a hat-trick before. I'd like to see him score at least one in this. Simba potentially having a chance. It's awful goalkeeping from Drogba, although someone was offside. Bocco scored, but I think he was offside. Another corner. Alozi steps up towards the 6-yard box. Traore's there, but doesn't manage to do anything. Zana breaking forward down the right-hand side for Simba. Stolen away, though. Alozi's one-on-one with the keeper. Is this going to be 2? It should be 2. But Kitu blocks the shot, apparently. I'm not sure whether Kitu was their goalkeeper or a defender. Alozi steps up to take the corner then. The Nigerian. Is it going to go to the back post? It should do. Kayate is there. And once again heads it straight over the bar. Get those on target and we score lots and lots of goals. Zana has the ball, lumps it upfield. It's coming back towards him though. Kisidou to eat him. Now Alozi, who looks very, very tired, goes for a long-range effort. Back to eat him, and Joseph eat him outside the area, gets his 6th goal of the season, his second one in as many Champions League games on camera, because I'm pretty sure he scored in the last match. It's 2-0. We've had 26 shots and only 8 of them on target. I haven't done any subs. Maybe that's something I should probably do. Latte Lath will be coming off. Utara can come on. We will also do Alozi. Sure. Alozi for Bamba. Who else we got on the bench? Let's do Romerick Kone. He's going to be leaving, by the way, in January, the end of the season, because he's out of contract. And he wouldn't sign a new one, and he's basically agreed to go somewhere else. So, we've got 9 minutes left to play. Utara in the penalty area. Kone crosses it in. Bamba is there. The substitute's headed effort is saved by the keeper. He keeps it alive, but unfortunately can't manage to get the ball into the penalty area. It's going to be a corner with 8 minutes to play. Bamba has gone over to take it as well. Left-footed, back post. It should have been Kayate. Utara has it to hit him. Now Bamba, edge of the area, runs inside, tries to cross it, hits Mkude, and Mkude kicks the ball off for a throw. Still not quite at full time. Zazua to Kisidou. Kisidou, we've not seen a huge amount of him at the moment. Etim now has it. Forward to Fonseño. Bamba is there. The substitute hits the post and the ball is cleared. How are we not 7 or 8-0 up in this? Jimo's throw doesn't find an Africa Sports shirt. Now he gets the ball back though. Kisidou back to Jimo. Is he going to run down that left or play it across? Plays it across. Kisidou again with the ball. Forward to Fonseño. He's going to hopefully keep that in play. He does. And from an extremely tight angle, Fonseño makes it 3-0. His 23rd goal of the season. An assist from Marc-Olivier Kisidou as well. We should have won this match by way more than 3 goals. Way more than 3 goals. 37 shots, 14 of them on target. Average ratings across the board is ridiculously good there as well. Pretty sure we are now through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And if we're not, I'm not quite sure what we need to do to get there, because there's only 1 game left to play. The other thing we're interested in, Stade Abidjan drew 1-1 with Al Ahly. That is good news. So, looking at the Champions League groups, and yes, we are top of our group. We have qualified top of our group. You can't quite see it. There you go. We are Q1, so we have definitely qualified as the first seed. Stade Abidjan still have a chance. They still have a chance to get through to the first knockout round. They will be playing the team that are battling them. This could be interesting. They have to win away from home, but if they do win, they basically will go through in second place. Well, that is going to do it then for what is probably a very long episode, or it feels like a long episode because it's taken me nearly 2 hours to record it. But yes, that will do. Next episode then will be the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Obviously, right now I don't know who it's going to be because there's still more games to play, so it's going to be as much of a surprise to you as it is for me when the draw eventually happens. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this very weird fragmented episode, do remember to leave a like. If you are new here and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with more Football Manager with Africa Sports in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, and maybe this year we might win the thing.